Every once in a while a motorcycle arrives that doesn't just add horsepower to the road, it adds imagination to the rider. Welcome to Speed Society, where passion meets precision. Today we are diving into the highly anticipated 2026 BMW R45, a machine built to reconnect riders with the roots of pure motorcycling while embracing BMW's newest engineering intentions. The R45 is not trying to shout with oversized numbers. It speaks with a mature confidence, a timeless silhouette, and a modern performance profile that feels natural the moment your boots hit the pegs. This bike represents B&turn to a classic midsize identity, and in a world obsessed with extremes, that feels revolutionary in itself. The legacy of the 2026 BMW R45. The R45 name carries history that stretches back to the late 1970s, when BMW first introduced a lightweight boxer motorcycle aimed at new riders seeking premium engineering in a manageable package. The original 45 was never about racing glory or breaking speed records. It was about balance, accessibility, and the pleasure of everyday riding. In the 2026 Reaveled, BMW preserves this philosophy while amplifying innovation. They understand that the midsize category is gaining new importance, with younger riders demanding quality without the burden of oversized engines. The legacy of the R45 is built on approachability, but the new version also introduces refinement, sustainability, and precision design that aligns with modern standards of performance and efficiency. Design and aesthetics. The 2026 BMW R45 is an exercise in elegant restraint. The proportions are clean, the frame is exposed with intention, and the signature boxer engine becomes a visual centerpiece. BMW blends classic round headlamp cues with a futuristic LED matrix system, creating a bridge between heritage and innovation. The tank lines are slim yet sculpted, built to support a relaxed posture while keeping the bike visually light. The rear section flows simply into a minimalist tail unit that sits above a redesigned subframe that prioritizes both rigidity and visual simplicity. BMW also introduces a muted color palette for the R45, including deep metallic blues, vintage silver, and a matte graphite that highlights the mechanical essence rather than drowning it in flashy paint. It is a bike that looks like a conversation between decades, where the past whispers while the future responds. Engine and performance. At the heart of the R45 lies latest generation 6650cc air and oil-cooled boxer twin, tuned for linear torque delivery rather than aggressive top-end. BMW claims a power output around 58 horsepower with a torque peak designed to arrive early in the RPM range, giving the bike a strong low and mid-range thrust ideal for city riding and casual touring. The engine responds with pulse that feels mechanical and alive rather than sterile. It is an engine that reminds you why boxers are beloved: stability, personality, and an unmistakable rhythm. A newly refined 6-speed traction pairs perfectly with a slipper clutch, making downshifts confident and controlled. While it may not chase the performance numbers of larger BMW siblings, the R45's purpose is not competition. It thrives in real-world riding where usable power matters more than headline statistics. Technology and features. BMW equips the R45 with intelligent features rather than overwhelming it with unnecessary technology. A thin, circular digital display replaces traditional gauges, offering navigation integration. Riding modes and essential bike information without clutter. 2 modes define the experience: classic and dynamic. Classic preserves a calm throttle character and comfortable traction control calibration, while dynamic sharpens the bike, adds responsive fueling, and allows slightly freer wheel movement under acceleration. Rider assistance includes ABS Pro, cornering traction control, and optional cruise control for longer hauls. The bike's lighting is full LED with adaptive corner lighting that increases visibility in tight turns. BMW offers a smartphone connection system that allows updates, diagnostics, and ride data logging, supporting the needs of modern riders while keeping the cockpit minimal. Handling and comfort. The R45's handling philosophy is centered on rider trust. The new chassis geometry increases agility without sacrificing the boxer's grounded stability. A slightly shortened wheelbase and revised steering angle produce effortless urban maneuverability, while the wide handlebars encourage confident control at low speeds. Ride comfort is enhanced with adjustable suspension, tuned carefully for mixed road usage. The seat height stays modest to welcome shorter riders while providing body support for highway travel. The box's low center of gravity naturally improves balance, making slow-speed riding surprisingly graceful. Riding experience. On the road, the 2026 R45 feels relaxed but not slow, refined but not disconnected. The exhaust note holds a warm, classic tone that has been shaped to meet modern regulations without losing identity. City riding becomes as the bike leaps forward with each throttle twist and settles easily into its rhythm. On open roads, the R45 finds a sweet spot between 70 and 100 km/h, where the engine feels settled and the wind protection remains natural thanks to the bike's frontal shape. Long curves bring out the chassis balance, encouraging smooth lines rather than aggressive lean angles. Upgrades. BMW has a range of factory upgrades allowing riders to personalize the R45. Options include a touring seat for long trips, small heritage-inspired windscreen, heated grips, quick shifter and upgraded suspension cartridges for sport riding. Luggage options arrive in vintage-styled panniers with modern mounting systems for practicality. Who is this for? The 2026 R45 targets riders who value the emotional side of motorcycling as much as the mechanical side. It suits new riders seeking a premium entry point into BMW's ecosystem without overwhelming power. It also speaks to experienced riders who want something lighter and simpler for everyday use, a second bike that offers joy without complication. Urban riders, weekend explorers and fans of classic design will find the R45 compelling. Pricing and availability. BMW positions the R45 as one of its most accessible boxer models. The estimated price range begins around $9,800 for the base configuration and rises toward $11,200 with factory options included. Availability is scheduled for mid-2026 across major markets, with pre-orders opening early for riders who want to secure launch edition models. Final thoughts. The 2026 BMW R45 is a reminder that innovations do not always require extreme numbers or aggressive styling. Sometimes the bold move is returning to what makes motorcycling profound: simplicity, presence, and personality. The R45 celebrates the boxer spirit while becoming a bridge into the future for new generations of riders. It is compact, refined, and honest, offering a riding experience that feels more emotional than technical. BMW understands that the midsize category is more than a stepping stone, it is a destination. The R45 proves its ideas remain powerful when executed with modern intelligence. In a world full of distractions, the 2026 BMW R45 asks just one question. Are you ready to fall in love with riding again? Welcome to Speed Society, where the journey always matters more than the destination.